And now it's time for the Shang-Chi Wave Leftovers.
T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm going to be reviewing Marvel Legends Gamerverse Marvel's Contest of Champions Civil Warrior, Marvel Legends Iron Man AI Tony Stark, and the Build-A-Figure Mr. Hyde. All three of these are part of the Shang-Chi Legend of the Ten Rings wave, but since they had nothing to do with the movie, I decided to just put them in their own separate video, so let's get into it. Starting off with Civil Warrior here. Apparently in his world, Captain America needs a little bit more protection, it seems, because, he's wearing a whole suit of armor, besides just his shield, which the shield looks nice. I like that. You can see the wear and tear on it. It doesn't have the straps, it's the whole hook over right there with the little peg in it on the inside, and I'm not sure if this is new, but it looks new to me. I don't recall ever seeing this detail in there, which is kind of a softer plastic, softer than what's right here. But that's all sculpted in and painted well and nice. This body has a ton of reuse from the Taskmaster that came out like 3 or 4 years ago. Time is flying. It definitely, the shoulders, everything from here to here, I definitely know it's Taskmaster, and everything from the kneecap down right here is from Taskmaster. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is that was one of my favorite molds, and I definitely like this ankle swivel. I wish a lot of Marvel Legends had that ankle swivel along with the pivot and the hinge forward and back. It's not quite a full-on universal joint, but I don't have a problem with that. I don't need it to be one of the typical universal joints. It's still like separate. It's not two round pieces coming together like your typical universal, but I like all the detail. I don't think they skimped at all. You can see all the red right here. Look at the blue highlights, all that, the lines right there, the lines on the back. So his budget definitely went into the paint and the shield detail. One unfortunate thing for me, and let me make sure I'm not lying to y'all about this, his back doesn't pop off or anything, but if that could pop off and you could attach this in there, that would have been cool. But that looks like some type of arc reactor, so that's cool. But the only thing I don't really like about him, and I know they have to have red, white, and blue, I kind of don't like the gloves being red, but that's probably the actual character's design, so who you gonna fault besides the people that made it? Here's a close-up on the mask. It looks like a cross between Iron Man and something you would see in the Transformers world. So there's that. But articulation, he can look up a lot right there. Can look down, can pivot a little bit, and of course rotate. And you get some of this action. The shoulders go out to there. Of course they rotate. They crunch in that much. Swivel right here. Double hinged elbow that come almost all the way up. Both wrists go in and out and rotate. No exchangeable hands or anything, so you just have these grippy hands on both sides. A ton back, some forward rotation right here, and I like this belt right there too. Can kick forward, kick back a lot, go out to the side that much, swivel. Knees bend that much, and I was showing off the ankles, but let's let you definitely see the front and forward pivot and all that. So if they can't have boot or half shin cut, definitely I love ankle rotation. So this is a good figure if you like the way this looks, or you're a fan of him from the actual video game, then I can recommend it. I just wish it had more accessories. And I wish you had the other option that I was mentioning with being able to plug this on his back. That would have been cool. So fist and be able to do that. That would have been cool, but it's still a good figure. I like the way it looks. AI Tony. This is basically a reuse of that, I think it was the 80th anniversary Iron Man, which I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of regret not getting. I was waiting to find it cheap. This is one of the costumes that I'm be honest with you guys, I never really liked. When I keep going into the comic book characters that I didn't really like their outfits. Seeing it in person in 3D, I actually like it. It never made sense to me that a suit of armor would have muscles or look like a man in this instead of a suit of armor. So that used to always bug me, but in person, this looks good. It's just way more cartoony and not that shiny gold like they had in that 80th anniversary. You've seen these blast effects a ton of times. These wrists, the hand looks like that, and there are no joints beside the swivel. But if you want hands that do have more, they did give this guy fist. I think every character should come with fist. No character that fights should not come. They should always come with fist, in my opinion. These do have the in and out rotation. The head can look up a lot. Can look down. Not a whole bunch of pivots, swivel. Shoulders go out slightly more than 90. Rotate. Crunch in that much. Bicep swivel. Elbows bend that much. Get some back. So man, that's a good amount forward, especially for Iron Man. And like, look, he has a freaking six-pack. The legs go out that far. These aren't really hindering it at all. Kick forward. Like that. Swivel. That. This. That. That. Now, I know some people probably like a whole bunch of technical details. But the thing with the colorization of this figure and the smooth design, like the smooth sculpt work, I really like that for whatever reason. But that's not all you get. Like I said, he's AI Tony Stark. I guess Tony died and his memory was saved on something. They do give you this transparent Tony head. And I was going to say that it's not as detailed as the face is on the back of the box. Hold on. There we go. But when you really look at it, it does have the detail. I think even the mustache and beard and eyebrows are a little bit darker like that. But the effect that it has, let me keep it simple. The effect that it has is really good. So that is cool. It really kind of looks like the face is illuminated on top of this neck. So they did a good job with that. So overall, it's a good figure. I can't complain about it really. If you wanted a whole solid face or whatever, you don't get that. But if you put his mask on, it could just be a classic retro Iron Man, and you'd be good to go with that. He has the two effects for the repulsor hands. The only thing that could have been added extra is two more effects that will go into the bottom of his feet, because they do fit down here. So they don't just fit into the hands. So that would have been cool, but still being able to have him posed like this off the ground with your stand is awesome. And if you need a stand, in my Amazon link in the description, I have a section called Action Figure Enhancers. Mr. Hyde, the Build-A-Figure of the Wave. I have zero connection with this character. So, yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that I accidentally bought that Iron Man and then decided, you know what? Let me get this freaking Civil Warrior so I can build this dude. and just be done with it, since I'm getting everything anyway, he wouldn't be here. But this jacket is connected to this vest right there, so yeah, as you can imagine, as a result. And I'm trying to see what this, oh he has suspenders under there. That's cool. Wait, can this separate in some type of way? And I don't know. I hate separating this stuff because it is very difficult to get it back together. No, I'm just leaving it. But it is cool that he has that suspenders under there. And he does have an ab crunch, which I can see is green. It's actually a diaphragm joint, so you can get that. So that's awesome. Well, yeah, you know what? Messing with it now, I am starting to like it more. He is a menacing, creepy looking dude. Now that I know how that waist works, because when I was playing with it before, I thought he had like an actual ab crunch and not a diaphragm joint. So you can get some pivot up in there, and you can definitely like rock them forward and get them into a natural pose. So that's good. The best thing about him is this face. He looks appropriately mad. The hair on the side kind of looks like dog ears, depending on how you look at him. And he's on a double ball post neck. They painted the hairy hands because he's probably overfueled with testosterone in this form. But his articulation outside of the neck is basic as crap. Arms go up to there and stop. You have to rotate it out that way if you want his arm to be out, and it's still kind of at an angle. You get that and the swivel. The hand is kind of restricted in this cuff, but it definitely goes back. I can't get it to come forward too much. And that goes for both hands. He does come with this cane that has scuffs and scrapes all over it, because I imagine he beats people up with it. It's thinner down here. He doesn't really get a good grip on it until you get about here. The legs can go out to there, come forward, swivel, do that. The ankles, they do, I can't tell, yeah, they do rotate just like the Civil Warrior. They come forward only a little bit, back only a little bit, because this is very restrictive and hard plastic. And you get a tiny piece of ankle pivot. That's his widest stance right there, with both feet flat on the floor. Do I have to say Glenn Webb every time I do that? You also know the people who know and care. But overall, I guess he's a decent, menacing monster type character for you to put your figures up against. And if you know him from the comics or whatever, I guess you would have more of a connection. But I don't have that big of a connection. But it is, I can't say it's not a good big figure. He's just extremely limited articulation wise, just like all the rest of them. If you own the Kingpin, you pretty much know what to expect with this guy. Here's a size comparison with a basic Hyde Marvel Legends figure and the deluxe MODOK right there. So MODOK is a little bit taller than Hyde, only because of the flames, of course. But yeah, overall though, none of these are bad. None of the three are bad, besides the little nitpicks I just had. And if you actually like these comic book characters, then you'll be great. If you don't like them, the best one would be Iron Man, to be honest, for me. Him, and then Civil Warrior and Hyde would be definitely last. But any old who, if you watched this video all the way up to now, I super appreciate you. If you shared this video, I crazy appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Until next time. T-Man978, out of here.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos.
Click that shit. Go ahead and click that shit. If you did, you would like it. Really click that shit. Now I'm freaking gone.